Afternoon, or whatever. This is a Vagabon Falcon update. Right now it is not running, or rather it's running very poorly. We think the problem is the distributor. This is a HEI distributor, and it is a no-name job that worked for about a year, and now something's off with the timing or whatever. Fortunately, Summit Racing came through with us. We're going to take this out and put in a Pertronix traditional distributor. It's not points, this is still electronic, but it's going to have a coil normally. This is being sponsored by Summit Racing, and if you have a small block Ford or small block Chevy, the world is your oyster, because Summit Racing exists and every single part is available. So what I need to do is take out the old distributor and get the new one in and set the timing. The tuning is going to be done by Justin Kramer, and you're going to be able to see a video over at his YouTube channel, which is called Fuel Injection Sucks. He's an expert in small block Chevys and also knows small block Fords. And he's going to set it up. You saw Justin Kramer before. You saw him in some of the videos making commentary. And he also was one of the builders of the Vagabon Falcon. He did welding and he helped wire. And he's an all-around great guy and a mechanic. And he has his own shop, which we ought to go to his shop sometime. Anyway, stuff from Summit. We got an HEI distributor. HEI, right. Pertronix traditional Igniter 2 distributor. A coil, because of course HEI distributors have their coil on the top. Here's another thing. HEI distributors don't really belong on Windsor blocks. They don't belong on small block Fords. Every single one of them I saw here all have clearance issues, because small block Fords, one of the heater hoses comes right up and is really close to where the distributor is. These are fine on small block Chevys, because small block Chevys, the distributor's in the back, but Ford's, the distributor is in the front, where all the hoses and everything are. So you need a smaller distributor on small block Fords. When I was at Wheels in Time, I saw some other Ford with an HEI, and he had to do the exact same thing that I did, which was grind down this little neck where the heater hose goes into the block. Dumb. So I get it. I get HEI distributors. They're great on Chevys. You don't have to run the coil. But on Fords, they work, but they don't. So this is a Pertronix Igniter 2. It's going to look so much more correct, more better sitting on a Ford. So time for a montage of me taking this apart.
Coming up, a look at your local radar. But first, the current local conditions.
Welcome back. Justin Kramer is here. Thank you all. Thank you, Justin, for driving all the way from Slatington down here. Definitely dinner is on me, and anything else you want after this. As with this, I say custom cars, custom problems. So this is the new Pertronix. It is in, and I put it on top dead center, so we're going to find out if the marks on the harmonic balancer really are top dead center. I think Bruce was there when I put him on, so under his guidance it's probably correct.
Yeah.
But one of the odd thing here is that there's two hot wires that have to go into the distributor. One's the original 6-volt, because originally this car was points.
It's by the original ignition feed wire. And on points cars, even if the cars are 12 volt, they normally run the points on around 6 volts. They can't take a full 12 volt power. So you normally go through either a ballast resistor, which is a little light ceramic resistor they're normally used on Chryslers.
I remember that. I remember it did have that, and now that's gone.
Yeah, so that's probably how that probably bumped the voltage down. But on some, I know on GMs, they don't have that. They actually have a section of the wiring. It's in the wire itself. That is the resistor. So you have to find that and cut it out, or I normally just run a new wire just to eliminate all the 30-year-old wiring and all that. So as long as we get a full, 13 volts and this is running, then you're all set. But you can't measure it without the load going through it, because the way a resistor works is with no load, it'll still show a full 12 volts through it. There's no draw on it.
Okay. So we're wiring up, the coil's in now, and we'll come back to you in a little bit. This is pretty much the end of this video on RCR. To see the rest of this, how we're adapting this new stuff to the old stuff, that is the craziness that is Vagabon Falcon. The rest of this video will be continued at the YouTube channel Fuel Injection Sucks, which is Justin Kramer's YouTube channel. So to watch the rest of this, please go to Justin Kramer's YouTube channel, and I'm putting a link right here, and it's also a link down in the description. And also thank you very much to Summit Racing for giving us all this stuff. These are sponsored parts. So that's the reason why classic American cars are so easy to own, is because you have people like Summit Racing where every single part is available, and also there are a number of different manufacturers all fighting for your dollar. So you win. Thanks.